There are some of the back pages from today, New York Post, probably front and back. The Aaron Rodgers injury and the Jets still winning the game, the big news. So one of the most important points of collateral damage from the Aaron Rodgers injury is the Green Bay Packers. The conditional second-round pick for next year becomes a first-rounder if he takes 65% of the snaps in 2023.
See you later.
Not going to take 65% of the snaps, so
Right.
there goes the first-round pick. All that fighting, all that haggling, all that back and forth about what they're going to do. At the end of the day, it's going to be a second-round pick. And look, from the Jets' perspective, if all they ever get out of Aaron Rodgers is those 4 snaps, that's just part of the risk of football. It can happen. You have to have it on your radar screen. You can't obsess over it. It can happen. What Robert Saleh was saying during the preseason when they played Aaron Rodgers in the Week 3 game against the Giants, you can get hurt anywhere. And yeah, but you're at a greater risk on a football field.
Yeah.
But when guys out there playing football, anything can happen, and something did happen, and it really is amazing. And then on top of that, we're never going to see Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers play.
Yeah,
it's never going to happen.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, just, again, the games, you talked about it a little earlier. The Jets' schedule was setting up for, of course we wanted to see Mahomes and Rodgers, but there's a whole other bunch of games that were going to be awesome too, because the Jets are damn good. And he was going to be the guy that got them over the hump. And so we're cheating. I mean, next week, Cowboys, Jets was going to be amazing.
Good
Exactly.
God.
Right. This is going to be, and then, Rodgers, and he's had the better of the Cowboys so many of the times throughout his career. I mean, there were so many great storylines just on their schedule. I just am still hurt, shocked, whatever. I really am. I can't imagine. I try to put myself in his shoes, and I'm just like, what is he thinking right now? What's going through his head? He must be heartbroken, Aaron Rodgers, I'm talking about. It's a gloomy day. Even though they won the football game, it's a gloomy day here on a Tuesday, after week 1.
We had the Jets for a pair of Sunday night games.
Yes.
And the first one can't be flexed. The second one could be week 10. There's the Black Friday game against the Dolphins, the standalone game on a Friday afternoon, which loses some sizzle. Late season Thursday night game against the Browns, that loses some sizzle. Monday night game. It's
Sean Payton, get your coach's name out of my mouth. That no longer has the same sizzle. I mean, it will be still personal, but
I remember being surprised when the schedule came out that there weren't more big spot games. They had more 1 o'clock Eastern games than I thought. So the NFL gets a little benefit from that, but that's the bottom line. And that's the value of quarterbacks. They wait and they wait and they wait until the dust settles on the quarterback movement in the offseason before they schedule the games. And they did all of this based on Aaron Rodgers, and now no Aaron Rodgers. And we just have to see. Maybe these games still end up being great. Maybe the Jets will be good. They found a way to win that game. This Cowboys game is going to go a long way toward letting us know whether or not the Jets will rebound. But the bottom line is Packers aren't getting a first-round pick. The Jets aren't going to have Aaron Rodgers. We aren't going to see Mahomes and Rodgers play. And some of these standalone games aren't going to be the same. None of the games for the Jets are going to be what we thought they were going to be.
No.
After all that, Hard Knocks, too. That makes it worse. They did Hard Knocks. It added to the build-up and the expectation.
It did. It's just, the fanfare, the excitement around New York City is as much as I'd ever seen it around the New York Jets. It really was. And it's a shame. The Jets fans who already felt cursed, I'm sure they're feeling extra cursed. It's just amazing it went down like that. Like I said, I remember for a week 1 regular season game, I was about as excited to sit on the couch and watch that last night. I just could not get over, like, man, we're going to see this finally. Here we go. And just to get it all just snatched out from underneath you right away, that was killer.
That was the whole thing I was going through yesterday, sitting on that hot plane. I want to get home.
I want to see
Rodgers. Cap this
Rodgers.
week.
Right.
I want to hang out with my son down in the barn and watch this game. It's going to be a great game. We both picked the Jets to win.
Yeah.
I had like a ridiculously high scoring 33-30 just because I wanted it to be that.
Right.
It wouldn't have been that if
Right.
Rodgers had played. We now see. But at the end of the day, we got a pretty good game.
Yeah.
We got an exciting game.
We did.
And the Jets have some things they can, once they process their grief and their disappointment and their despair, they got some stuff that they can work on. They got a damn good defense. They got pieces on offense. And the question is, what are they going to get out of Zach Wilson?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question. Can Zach Wilson's play take advantage of all the pieces they have on offense? And can the O-line as we saw last night, if they need work in that department, can they protect Zach Wilson and give the passing offense the chances it needs to hit Lazard and Garrett Wilson down the football field? I hope so.
And you know what? To the extent that they want Zach Wilson to not try to beat Patrick Mahomes and take care of the meat and potatoes, they can just show him the film last night of Josh Allen and say, this is what happens when you try to be a hero all the time.
Right.
You can't be a hero all the time.
Right.
Just run the plays.
Right.
Run the plays. Make the decisions, make the reads, deliver the football, and then go on to the next player. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.